asking if he actually karate chopped his own.
He's happy I asked him that. He's like about
Yeah,
to,
look,
he's about to chop you in the throat. Do it to him, please.
There is a secret, and I brought it here today.
All right.
There it is right there, man.
You know what I'm saying? Give it to him. Kumite,
We are back at Biting Terrible and the Stillers for another week of Between the Barrels, and this week we got, we don't disappoint. We got another great guest here. Mr. Jason Derouen is sitting between the barrels, a.k.a. the Cajun Ninja. I'm very happy to have you here, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Oh, look, man, the pleasure's mine. This is really cool. And I'm legitimately in between two barrels.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever pointed that out. But
Right, no one has before.
That's where the name comes from, man.
He's serious over here, dude.
This is legit.
Who are you and what do you do?
Well, my name's Jason Derouen, which is actually said wrong because it's really pronounced Derouen. And that's like the French pronunciation of my last name, but
It sounds a lot more Cajun, I'm sorry.
no doubt. No doubt. And look, actually growing up here, nobody got it right. It is heavily part of the like Acadiana area.
Yeah.
Really?
Like New Iberia, Lafayette. But like here, like I didn't meet somebody with my last name until I was like 19. Wow. I was waiting tables at Copeland's and
Crazy.
I went check out the car and I went run back to the table. Yo, we might be cousins.
Are you Johnny? I heard about it.
Because my dad had never met his father, so it stopped at my dad. I didn't know,
That's crazy.
But when we grew up, he pronounced it the right way, which was Derouen. And I got to high school and like nobody would ever say it right until like one day nobody said it right, but one day I was playing football and like the coach was like, Derouen, get your butt over here. And I didn't correct him. Right. And then like when I got in the like class in the hallway, people go, what's up, Derouen? And like it was like a rite of passage when people would call you by your last name.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I didn't care they were getting it wrong. I was like, yeah, Derouen, what's up?
I'm gonna roll with this.
So yes, I've ruined my last name.
Right.
It's good to go because I never do that.
Yeah, true that, man. The first couple of years of high school, I was saying Derouen. And I don't know if you remember, I think it was Mr. Collins.
Yeah.
I had him ninth grade for a class, and he taught a different class in junior year. So I was saying it that way in ninth grade, Derouen, and when I got to like junior year, I had been saying it different for about a couple of years while I was a class clown, of course. So he's like, all right, Jason, and I was like, Derouen. And he goes, that's not how you say it. And I go, yeah, I say Derouen. He goes, get out.
You a Derouen boy.
You a Derouen boy. Everybody was like, Mr. Collins, that's how he says it. I was like, oh, so... finally he caved, and then I was Derouen from then on.
Rest is history.
Rest is history.
Well, you have over 100,000 followers on YouTube,
Which is impressive.
which
Tip
is
of the hat,
very
brother.
impressive. Somebody that me and Chad only have 100 followers on YouTube. So it's pretty impressive what you've turned this into in the last few years.
Well, look, thank you. I appreciate your kindness, but I tell you, man, do not get too shy on your own following, all right? Because in my heart of hearts, I believe that one is greater than a million.
Absolutely.
And what I mean by that is just this right here, this one-on-one interaction. The greatest blessing for me with the page is that I get to meet people I've never would have met before. Yeah. I mean, I was literally at Sam's today, and this guy named, I remember his name, and I'm glad I can, if he's watching. His name's Jonathan, I think it was Jonathan Cruz, and he hit me up just passing by. You the Ninja man, started telling me about how he cooks at Nicholas State, showed me his pastelayo on his phone, and you think I guess that would maybe get old because a lot of people do it, but like for me it's just so cool because like
rewarding.
It is. It's humbling, because this guy, he watches what I do and wants to show me his creation. And I'm so humbled by that. And like, there's times people will hit me up in the inbox and say, I saw you with your family tonight at Texas Roadhouse, but I didn't want to bother you. And I'm like, damn it, you should have.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to meet you.
Right.
I can't get to the high number of where it's at now without one.
Right.
It all starts with one. Before you have any followers, you have no followers.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
We always find it cool when people come up to us and say they watch the show and stuff. We would appreciate it too.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty
I know what you mean. Like when somebody
Absolutely.
comes up to you, it's pretty cool.
Tell us a little bit more about Jason. Father of three.
Yeah.
Karate.
Yeah, three
Black belt.
3 baby girls, 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo. Run Homa Martial Arts in Homa. And,
Homa native.
Yeah, Homa native. I was born in Thibodeau, grew up in Homa, graduated Vanderbilt Catholic.
Yep. Class of what?
2001.
2001.
Yeah.
Wow, a young man.
First official class of the 2000 era, being 2000, 2001. But lived in Lafayette for a little bit. So my wife and I, we decided to move to Lafayette when I was about 27, and we lived there for about 4 years. So got a lot of good feel there. Love that heritage there, the people there, and then moved back, and now currently reside in Thibodeau.
You're always into social media, but let's talk about how you blew up. So over 30 million views on one video, and that was the gumbo video that kind of took off and kind of exploded. And that was in response to a Disney video that was put out, the worst gumbo I've ever seen in my life. But you actually cooked the gumbo that we normally would cook it, and it kind of took off from there, huh?
Yeah, that was not planned at all. I think the crazy thing about my page is that I didn't start that page for cooking.
Right.
Like, my true passion is I just love to entertain. I love to make people laugh and do comical stuff. And there's a guy I love to follow named Gary Vaynerchuk. He's real big on just documenting what you love to do.
Gary V.
Yeah, Gary V, man. And I documented myself cooking gumbo. It was on Snapchat. So actually, if you actually watch that video, it's 6-second clips because that's what Snapchat was at the time. You can only do a 6-second. Yeah, so I pieced them all together.
Damn, how many 6-second clips do you think it was?
It's a lot.
It's the very beginning of Snapchat.
Yeah. So I took that whole video and then posted it to my little page, which actually at the time was What You Doing Derouen. Because I didn't know what to call it. So
Sounds catchy.
Called it that, yeah. And then I uploaded it and I put "Take Notes Disney," not thinking anything. The funny thing is that next morning when I woke up, it was shared 11 times, and I remember thinking, "Whoa, that's a lot." Yeah. It was shared 11 times, and because that page might have got 2 shares at a time, and I had 11. I said, "Whoa, that's a lot."
The next morning you woke up.
By noon that day, it was shared 150 times. And I remember telling somebody, I think I might have something going viral. And then that night, it was shared 600 times, and the next day, it had 1 million views.
Wow.
And let me tell you though, the reason why it went viral wasn't because it was an awesome gumbo. It's because as many people loved it, hated it too. People were like, "There's no filet, there's no okra."
Can't please everybody.
I think I didn't have the blood of a virgin.
You definitely didn't have no tomatoes. Did you have tomatoes?
I didn't have tomatoes. Yeah,
well, that's good.
But that's
a good
how piss somebody off too.
No, absolutely. Some people go with the Creole gumbo and they like tomatoes.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, and I've learned over time, man, do what you love. When it comes to cooking, just do what you love.
Well, in your defense, I don't like okra in my gumbo either.
Salute.
I don't like tomatoes either.
Cheers to that. Gumbo's slimy, man. I don't care who I piss off. Taking off with that, and you've kind of capitalizing on that now. And you got the paya hats, and we got you brought some spoons over here, the roux spoons and stuff. And it's good to kind of take that and appreciate what you're doing, entrepreneur, and trying to put your name out there and stuff like that.
Yeah, no doubt. Look, and there's many things that I probably could be doing. I mean, people all the time are like, "Where's the cookbook?" or "Why are you not doing this? You could be doing that." And to be honest, I've really slow paced, doing it all.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of just want to let it all come naturally. I do what works for me, and I try to really hone in on the flavors I grew up to.
Do you find what you do rewarding on the Cajun Ninja page and beyond that?
Absolutely, man. And I think I give that mentality, or having that state of mind, the credibility to being in martial arts,
right? Because
martial arts taught me a lot about encouraging others.
Yes. And
there's a lot of people who have come to me on my page and was like, I never even did this before. I never thought I could, or I'd mess it up, or they'll send me what they probably thought somebody else wouldn't like, and I'm always quick to say, great job, bravo.
Positivity.
Yeah, because to be honest, a lot of the people who are tuning in and actually making what I do, it might be their first time trying it. And, man, people can be very critical of how you do things when it comes to cooking.
There's a lot of haters.
Yeah, no doubt. And when it comes to cooking, it's all based on repetition, you know.
Right.
Your first jambalaya ain't like your last one.
No.
You know?
They keep getting better.
Yeah.
Actually, my first jambalaya was terrible.
First time I made a roux, I used a plastic spatula, melted it in the pot.
First time I made a roux, I burned the shit out
Not
of it.
30 million people watch you make a roux and a gumbo.
Yeah.
And the first one you burn. So, I mean, it just goes to show you,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, absolutely.
just
And
keep
look,
on at it. Chop
Yeah.
the tree, brother.
And look, I don't lie about that or hide that in any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
I don't even call myself a chef. You know, a lot of people
Yeah.
say the Cajun Ninja chef. I didn't go to culinary school. I don't have the credential. I just say I'm social media cook, and I do what works for me. You know,
Right.
and I think more than anything, that's what people are probably clinging to, is that it's just a place you can come and try something of what we do here,
Yeah.
and also have that encouragement. You know,
All right, let's talk real stuff right here.
let's go.
I got a question for you, partners.
Right on.
I see you do a lot of paya, and like the onions are like cut and all. Real stuff here. Does someone cut the onions beforehand, or is there this real trick to where you just and it happens?
You're asking if he actually karate chops his onion.
He's happy I asked him that. He's like about
Yeah,
to,
look,
he's
like,
about to chop you in the throat. Do it to him, please.
There is a secret, and I brought it here today.
All right.
Uh-oh.
There it is right there, man.
Give it to him. Kumite,
It is the
Yeah. So look, I mean,
It's
I'm
fun.
fun with it,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
like,
it's fun,
yeah.
man.
Look,
That's
I'll
it.
tell you
You
this
gotta
much.
fun
I'll
with
tell you this much. Obviously, there's an editing process. Looking back on it, sometimes I wish I would have done something a little different, because that one scene takes like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just to pay out investment.
Serious?
Oh, well, you got to think. Well, the way I do it is like it's first person point of view in my hand.
Right.
So you know, there's a beginning and there's an end, and like I have to put the phone down, take care of
Yeah.
business, and I got to come back and figure out where I was
Exactly.
naturally with my hand before I can go.
So there's a lot of intricate parts of it that makes
Producer
it.
Norm can feel you pain because he's
Right.
the one he's the
He
one that
makes
edits
me and
all our
Manny
stuff.
look halfway decent on each side of the barrels.
I
not between
guarantee
the
if
barrels.
you had to produce, if you had to edit that every week, he'd be more mad at us.
Man,
Oh, man.
that's
Yeah.
bad. I love it. So it's right here. It's all about it.
Right.
Well, it's good that you have fun with it. You kind of
Hey, we might have to see what he could do with that later on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The night's early. It's only Monday.
You bring in the martial arts into it, and which is really cool. So the whole reason behind the Cajun Ninja thing is a lot of people don't realize that you're very deep into to martial arts, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I love mixed martial arts. I've been in Taekwondo my whole life. And even recently, I started doing jiu-jitsu with Next Generation in Thibodeau.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like those guys are kicking my ass every week. I
You're learning.
bruises,
You're learning.
like, all of, today I'm pretty good.
You're rolling and
I'll
you're learning.
get a few more soon, but yeah, they're really good. A guy named Scotty Smith. Shout out, dude's awesome, man. Really knows
Awesome.
his stuff. Not a big guy, bro, but he'll put you on your ass.
And you have
Hey,
your
if
own
you know the
dojo
form,
as
it's
well,
all
right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So,
And you teach classes twice a week.
but yeah, twice a week over at Home of Martial Arts.
It's really cool that you bring that into, like you said, just doing too well.
Yeah, look, the Cajun Ninja name is just a play on my loves of my culture and my love of martial arts. The funny thing is like it's mostly known for cooking.
How crazy is it?
Yeah,
That's
and
what-
I'm so humbled and blessed, and like big shout out to everybody watching.
Right.
That like it just goes to show you like if you're doing something that really resonates with people, it don't matter what you call it.
Right.
Like they'll come in and
People don't know you're an actual ninja. I mean, they think you're like a chef, but
Yeah.
you actually like.
I mean, no, I'm
You're,
not.
you're a couple black belt. You're what, 3rd degree black belt around in the bayou?
Yeah, I'm definitely not a ninja because if I was, you wouldn't be able to see me right now.
You'd be up there in the
Well,
corner.
no, because but you're not in your hind state like that. You're in your normal state. You're kind of trying to resonate with the people, like you said.
Yeah.
Let them know that I'm not only the ninja. I mean, if you were the ninja the whole time, you can't be invisible the whole time. You got 3 kids, you got a wife, and all this shit. You got to cook food. So I mean, you got to be at least a chef at some point. But
50% ninja.
Yeah, I'd never
At
get
least
the
50.
end of it if my wife didn't see me, So. Where you been?
does she cook?
Yeah, she does, man. She's not one that likes to do it,
Why would she? I mean, shit.
But
She knows-
the thing is, though, my wife is like the backbone of my page, man. Like Like, I would not be able to do what I do without her. I mean, we have 3 little ones. They're out there right now playing cornhole, and she's out there just managing the fort, and that's what she does all the time, and I'm just so thankful.
So let's talk a little bit more about one of your loves. I know you're big into ULL football, raging Cajuns.
Yeah, look, man. It's funny because I got a big dispute going on Facebook today because I'm actually a big fan of LSU too.
Yeah, I know.
But my love for the Cajuns came when I was actually a kid. It was the first game I attended. My aunt and all lived out there, and we would go visit them often, and so I got to love the area. It was the first place I had boudin, So I think that really reeled me in. I
resonated with
Dude, I ate so much boudin that day. I mean, I don't even know. Like, it just kept trucking it in.
Lafayette's known for their boudin.
Really, dude. No lie.
God,
Yeah. They got some good.
The best stuff.
There's a lot of controversy. Who's the best? Best stop. New News happens to be my favorite.
I like Nunu's too, man.
They got a lot of good meat at New News.
Yeah. It's a good place, man.
So looking at it, the Cajuns are ranked right now.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Dude, they look real good. I watched them 2 weeks ago. They look good. They got a kid from Thibodeau, Karen Lacey.
Yeah.
I believe that's his name. He's playing for them. They're looking good.
I tell you what, man, that coach is awesome. Man.
Yes.
Billy Napier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, he's great, dude. I mean, last year I think they won 10 or 11 games last year, and this year, man, coming out the gate hot, beating a team from the Big 12, undefeated, ranked. It's awesome, man. I think it's great. I'm gonna tell you, like, another reason why I like to push my love for the Cajuns. Even though I am a true LSU fan too, because I went to the national championship. Like, I love the teams, but I want to see that one day in-state rival.
I like how you say that on the book. Yeah, I like it.
It drives me nuts. The Egg Bowl, the Iron Bowl. You got Florida State. I mean, Texas has like LSU has to have that.
And look, Billy Napier is building a program that they could have that.
We kind of LSU was supposed to play Nichols this year. That may have been pretty good.
But even Louisiana Lafayette is on a different level, I think.
ULL and LSU, that could be it, man.
Well, the thing about UL is they're in that realm right now where they could possibly hop into a Power 5. Because like the Big 12 only has 10 teams right now. They're still looking to,
you get 2 more, generate 2 more teams.
Right, so they're looking for that one awesome team and to go and beat a Big 12 team this year. And if they could run the table, man, and play that New Year's Six Bowl.
Right now.
That'd be really good.
I don't know if y'all been to the stadium, but it's awesome. It looks smaller than what it really is. It's actually a bowl. It sinks into the ground.
It gets loud.
And
the
stadium goes down into the ground, and then the field's down. But they can seat like 40,000 people right now.
Sarah.
Yeah, they've had that many in there. Well, Ole Miss and Mississippi State, I think, are around that same amount. They're in the SEC, so there's no reason why we only have one Power 5 team in this state.
No,
I'm with you.
There are so many teams
Louisiana
that go to
should
the
be
NFL.
I'm all about Louisiana love. So if we can, promote ULL, and I mean they can come up and be, like in the Pac-12 or whatever. I mean that'd be awesome. All right, so let's talk a little bit of just, off camera, talking a little bit about UFC. Let's talk about that. You're a big UFC guy, big mixed martial arts guy.
So are we.
Yeah, so are we. Goes in with your love of martial arts and stuff like that. But so there's a big fight coming up with a local guy, Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier, the Diamond. I like it. Conor said he'll fight whenever he wants to fight this year.
Right.
What you
Should
think that's
before
going
the
to
turn of the calendar.
Man.
Second time they fought, but I think it's going to be a little different than the first time they fought.
I'm excited for that. I think Dustin's a completely different animal at 155. Yes. You got to think these guys deplete a lot of energy and a lot of fluids when they cut weight like they do.
Absolutely.
He's looked massive at lightweight, and he has run the table, man. I mean, there's only been one guy who has bested him really so far. And that's the guy, undefeated Khabib Nurmagomedov.
28-0.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Dustin, I think is going to give Conor a totally different fight this go round.
I like that fight.
I think it's going to be a totally different animal.
No doubt, man. I'm excited. I'll tell you what I do love even more about Dustin than his fighting, which is very hard to edge, is the fact that the guy started a foundation called The Good Fight. Yeah. And like he takes his shorts and everything
Connor's
from
giving
his fight.
$500,000. You saw that?
Oh, yeah. He said he was going to donate.
Connor said when we
That's a
fight,
big
I'm going to
deal.
donate $500,000. So I mean,
That's a
he was
big
like,
deal.
I respect you that much.
Dude, that's a lot of money. Like, I mean, there's people that might say, yeah, but he's made it. It's still, that's his
Still a lot of
money.
money.
He can
It
do
don't
it
matter if he's made $100 million.
Right, I know. And
That is a lot of money, dude.
I agree.
That's a lot of money for anybody to give to someone.
I tell you what, we went to
That's respect,
it was
bro.
really cool. Theo Vaughn did a concert, which is one of our favorite comedians and podcasters and stuff.
Really funny guy.
He's awesome. And a local guy, a Louisiana guy. And he did a show in Lafayette, and it was all the proceeds went to the Good Fight Foundation.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. You know, I really admire those guys, and you know, I love for the day that, you know, I feel like I can be on that level of doing something. You know,
We would love to do that.
I mean, like, you know, just recently this past month, like I did these live cooking videos where people were
Yeah, we
donating.
saw that, yeah.
You know, for Hurricane Laura, but like. What those guys do just really impress me, you know, and I can't wait to really be able to do that kind of stuff too. Because
It's great to give back.
to me, it's
That'd
a
be awesome.
it's a blessing, man,
That's
to
what
be
it's
able
about.
to do something for your community like that, you know. So.
Is this not your first run-in with the UFC, though? I mean, you were actually pretty high up there on like UFC's biggest fan or something like that. There was a contest a few years back.
Yeah,
right?
tell us about that, brother.
Yeah, look, it would have been nice to have this little page then, you know. Because the funny thing is that like there was a contest for UFC Fight Pass Fanatic. You had to be a subscriber of Fight Pass, and you had to submit a 60-second video of why Fight Pass was awesome, yada yada yada, and I messed up by sending a video of why I'm such a big fan. I didn't read the rules, you know.
Right.
For anyone who's entering contests you see online, when I read those rules
Before you said anything.
Yeah, and so, but nonetheless, for whatever reason, I gained a lot of votes. Bunch of people were sharing it. A lot of like local people, walk-ons shared it. You know, a big shout out to walk-ons because they shared it. You know, and was trending number 4 in the world on that site. And ultimately, didn't get picked because I didn't follow the rules. But I was very thankful of it, and to this day, I feel like that little contest was the little like step I needed.
Little spark.
To do something on social media.
That's
Another
awesome.
thing that was cool was I was tweeting fighters, and like I got like 100 of them to retweet my link.
Serious?
Yeah, and instead of like just asking them, hey, can you share this? I would go to their page. I would type about my greatest memory of one of their fights, and then I put I said, if you got time, check out this link. And they would retweet it or like it.
So you was pulling their heartstrings.
Yeah. Diego
Like, hey,
Sanchez even
remember that
followed me.
time, Diego, you knocked that dude out? I love you, brother. And he was like,
Oh, you
hey,
got Diego to
Jason,
follow
you
you
are
back?
the
Yeah,
man,
he still
bro.
follows me on Twitter.
That's awesome. That's cool, man.
Great guy, too. He good guy.
Oh man, he's definitely a unique character.
One of a kind.
No doubt.
So we know you're a badass when it comes to taekwondo and stuff like that. You know, I'll go ahead and say it. You don't have to say it. But I've seen a couple of videos you put out there breaking some boards and things like that. And I kind of asked you on the side, without anybody knowing, if you would break a board on the show. And you said you would.
What?
You said one of us had to break one too.
Right. Yeah. I say, well, if you're gonna make me do it, then let's get you to do it.
All right.
But just to know that, like, you know, because breaking boards, it definitely can be. Someone say, "Oh, that's cool," and some say, "Oh, well, that don't hit back," you know. Da, 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 da.
I don't care,
But the
man.
thing about breaking boards that we teach with, especially with our kids, is that it's not just about breaking boards; it's just breaking barriers
Right.
in life.
Right.
You know, things are
Right.
hard. You know,
Yeah.
and
Life's hard.
Yeah, and a lot of people will hit a board for the first time and not break it. But that's many things you do in life. You don't
Yeah,
break
right.
through everything on your first try.
Right.
But if you keep trying,
It's almost a
you might.
simulation of
Yeah,
life. Of what you
for
do.
sure. You know, so that is my thing about. I love doing it, and I think we'll have some fun.
We'll
Some
try it out.
payal.
You want to try it out?
Let's try it out.
Let's get it.
So what you gonna do? You're gonna do a speed kick. You just said, right?
Try. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna get up there.
You back him up a little bit.
Do whatever you want.
Kick that thing.
Hey, put that on there.
You just broke that with your foot.
Yeah.
That's broken, Mom.
That's broken. Look, this is real. It's not fake. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
One, two.
Come on, Chad.
Come on, Chad.
Hey, how you doing, son?
Hammer fist, big dog. 1, 2, 3.
Producer, man! What the hammer fist? Alright, so I know this may be hard.
Alright, let's go.
This might be difficult for you, especially, but we gotta ask it because we ask it every week. Favorite Cajun dish? If you had to eat one,
Rest of your life.
rest of your life.
That changes the script.
Oh
right?
no.
Yeah, definitely change the script, okay? Because I'm gonna get a little smart with it then. If I can only eat one for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna have to say boudin. And the reason why is because you can have crawfish boudin. They make shrimp boudin. I've even had cauliflower boudin. That was freaking good. So
Shrimp boudin's awesome.
dude. So you could do a lot with boudin and still eat a lot of different things.
Boudin
you know?
burritos.
Yeah, boudin burritos.
balls.
And you can still like cover a big old wide area.
It's very. Hey, look, I like the answer.
It's a good answer. I love boudin.
Boudin.
God, anybody who knows this loves.
Can you
knows
imagine
we
life
love
without
boudin.
boudin?
No doubt. I can't.
I can't.
I'm down here.
I love boudin. Spicy boudin, regular boudin.
I know, man.
So
So
many
All
boudins.
kinds of boudin.
yeah.
So talking about boudin, is that going to be on your Saturday night? If you had your typical Cajun Saturday night, what would be your favorite Saturday night to do? You hanging out, you and the wife, the 3 girls. What are y'all doing on a Saturday night?
Oh man.
It's football season too.
Yeah.
Make it even better.
Yeah. Like, what dish are we eating? You think?
No,
Yeah,
like-
just what are y'all doing? Y'all hanging out in the house?
oh, yeah.
We got a fire, or no, we don't do anything.
Yeah,
We're
look,
like
patio life, bro.
Like a Cajun Saturday night
Patio
tradition.
life.
patio
That's-
life. Like probably like many y'all and other people out there. You know, us down here. A lot of us guys, we gotta have our beer fridge. My patio is stocked, and I got my TV out there. We got us a little fire pit in the middle. It feels a lot like something between 2 barrels.
yeah, I like it.
And it's a great time.
Feels like home, basically.
Love. That is my sanctuary. you
Yes,
know?
I like it.
That is where I go and get my zen, you know. And
That's what I'm talking
my wife comes out there with me because you can't have yang without yang.
No,
That's it.
You know,
absolutely.
And, we go out there. We
Gotta have that
put up some
balance,
fresh
bro.
limes.
I got my balance in the crowd tonight, and I love it.
No doubt, man. There's a good energy in the room.
That's a
Yeah.
good. That's a good one because I mean I have, they come hang out at my house all the time, and that's kind of our place. My patio is my backyard. Like you said, you got a little fire pit, you got a beer fridge, got a TV on, watching some football or something. You know, it's the Saturday night traditions or the Cajun traditions. It's kind of like family. You know, just bringing your family together and everybody hanging out,
Louisiana Saturday night. they call
doing
it.
your thing.
Oh, look, man, I wouldn't be anywhere without my family, for sure. You know, like if I were to choose what I have left right now, you know, with social media and family, dude, there's no question. You know, like I would let go of everything I have today. You know, just to have them ladies with me, man.
They're all here
Like,
tonight, too.
Yeah,
They can't
I had to take you
support
out. Look, and I take them almost everything I do, man. I just
That's
like
awesome.
if I go do a function, it's like I want them there with me. I feel at peace with
That's
whatever
good.
I'm doing when they're by my side.
It's good to have that, man.
Yeah, that family
All right.
bond, it's awesome.
We have a speaking of traditions, we have a tradition on the show. It's very controversial. And sometimes, you know, it gets a little heated. It's gonna be not as bad this week because we don't have a bunch of people that's involved in it and a light crowd tonight. But Chad's gonna ask you a very important question. The most important we're gonna talk about all night.
All right. So we heard you from Thibodeau, right?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
I'm born in Thibodeau, raised at home.
I like it. So you're a little ambidextrous. Is what they call it.
I can throw with the right or the left, you know what I'm saying?
All right, my brother. So here's the big question. How'd you learn? I've learned how to rephrase this question. How'd you learn how to play Pedro? Cutthroat or follow suit?
Oh, I learned cutthroat.
Woo! Terrible Parish boy, what's happening?
So you learn cutthroat. Obviously you play follow suit if you have to.
I mean,
Because
yeah,
you're the Cajun Ninja. You've been to Lafourche Parish function. Don't act like you ain't never heard about follow suit Pedro, right?
yeah, for sure. If I have to, you know, I'll
If I have to, I love it. I like that
make you
answer.
happy, all right?
Yeah, I'm not
We
trying to
don't
ruffle
like
no
the feathers.
feathers.
Yeah, that's
But if I had my way,
Right, yeah.
I'm going 7-4 spin and I'm playing cutthroat Pedro.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's my thing. Like, it's a good time regardless. So, however y'all want to throw it down, I'm gonna follow suit.
Have you heard of this thing called this thing of playing the 62? You played a 62 or 52?
It's been a while. I think we do play this 62. I don't.
That's the first time. So
Yeah,
okay,
I
this
think
is
we
new
do.
to me.
Well, I played about a month ago with a couple of my best friends from high school.
Yeah. Shout out to Monkey and the boys.
That's it, man.
Shout out to my boy Monkey.
My buddy Monkey and Goat and Stumpy.
man.
You know.
I played football with all those guys.
Right. There was not a first name in the room. All right. So yeah, we played it and dude, I'm pretty positive. We played cutthroat. We didn't play follow suit. You know, people throwing 5 in the first. You know.
Wilding out.
Yeah,
14-28 lead with the Pedro.
Got an ace deuce going 9. Y'all keep your hearts.
Sounds like people that play here on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, it's a big deal between the barrels. We like it. So
Yeah, I don't really consider that controversial. In my opinion, I get it. People probably get mad. I like it if people do it different ways. You know, it's kind of like cooking, man.
same thing with gumbo with
Adapt to your environment.
Yeah,
Right? I can play either way.
Yeah, for sure.
You
I
cook
play
with
the
the
way
chili
it's
with
good.
beans and no beans.
Yeah, beans and no beans, okra no okra.
Cutthroat follow suit. You know, Jason, really appreciate, man. This was fun. We broke some boards.
I'm shocked that you didn't ask nothing about Cobra Kai. Like now,
He's wearing a shirt.
I know. Cobra Kai, Kumite.
So listen, this is my question I want to ask. Do you think, now this is serious, look into this camera right here. This is this camera right here. Do you think that Johnny really was the bad guy, or do you think that Daniel was the bad guy after watching Cobra Kai season 1 and 2? Give me your honest opinion.
Look, man, after
I'm
watching,
gonna hold my opinion in. I apologize for cutting you off. Give me your honest opinion. Look right here. Tell them what you think.
let me tell you, I didn't have to watch season 1 or 2. I watched the original. Okay,
Yeah, I can do it.
Hash Brown Team Cobra Kai.
Oh!
That's why I wore the shirt. We talked about this prior to the meeting tonight. That's why the shirt's on. I had the headband earlier, but I didn't want to mess up, man. It was Kumu t-shirt. This is what we doing tonight. Tell them about it, brother. Tell them about it, brother. Tell them about it.
I love the new series. I'm glad it went to Netflix. Hopefully we get season 3 out.
No, they
there
got
soon.
season 3 and 4. They already.
Yeah.
Season 3
They're already locked in with it.
Dude, as soon as that came out, look, I grew up Karate Kid. I mean, everybody did. That was one of the best. Wax on, wax off. If you weren't trying to go outside and try
I want to write it
paint
down
a
like a
fence
peel
or
on
wax
his
a
face, right,
color
brother?
or something.
Huh?
Man.
Cobra Kai.
He
I'm
was
peeling
just
on
minding
face.
his own business, trying
Right.
to talk to his ex-girlfriend.
Right,
what I'm
dude.
talking
This
about.
guy's like, hey, you want to fight, dude? He's like, no, I really don't want to, man. And he's like, no, man, you a punk. He's
Right, typical Jersey kids.
Yeah.
right, Jersey Shore like type thing, bro. You seen the
Hey,
they made a whole freaking thing about it.
If I was Johnny, I would have swept the leg, man.
Yeah, sweep the leg, dude.
I tell you what, though, I really did like when they were in the car together singing Speedwagon. All right, you take it around, baby.
Hey, when they ride around the game room, dude, that's my favorite part of the show, man.
That's a great
Classic
good stuff,
movies.
dude.
We're big into the class. We talked about it a little offhand.
Yeah.
You know, the blood sport, the karate, Karate Kid, and all those movies, man. Those are classics. You can't get better. They don't make movies like that anymore.
Yeah, man, I'm happy that like they rebranded it with the Cobra Kai series.
Very good.
You know,
If
if
you ain't
people didn't
into
see
it-
what we saw,
if
at
you
least
ain't
now they
into
can
it-
maybe see it
If you're
on
into
Johnny's
it,
point of
go
view. You know what I'm
go
saying?
hit it up on Netflix. It's
Yeah,
very
if you
good.
know what it's about,
Great
well,
show.
YouTube's done with, so Netflix, yeah.
I binge watched the first season in like 3 days.
Dude, I had it back when it was on YouTube. I
Yeah,
paid,
right.
I paid to watch it then.
Me too.
And so, like, it's been 2 years since season 2.
That's the reason I got YouTube Premium.
Exactly.
Because it came
So
out
I
with
can watch
Cobra Kai.
season 1.
I'm just, dude, my wife and I, we we go to sleep watching. Like, that is our, our lullaby.
Yo, send me to the bed, like,
She
you know
said
what
it
I'm saying?
earlier. She said I watch it every night.
That's right. She strikes first. She strikes hard.
hey,
No
hey,
mercy.
No mercy.
hey, sweet the leg, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
Jason, really appreciate it. Cajun Ninja.
Reoccurring guest right here, let me just tell you.
Go check.
He's on season 1, he's going to be on season 2, 3, 4. Send your questions in. This dude's going to be on.
If you haven't checked him out, you don't know who this guy is, go on YouTube.
Then you might not be
Go
alone.
on Facebook, go on Instagram, check him out.
Look, I want to thank you guys and anybody watching has been part of my page. Thank you so much. I'm very humbled by all of you. And if you love South Louisiana, give these guys a follow because this was a lot of fun.
Appreciate it, man.
You got it.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, brother.
For sure.
Between the barrels, we out.
Manny.
Hiya!
Come sign!